All right, people, we're back for day 3 of our Challenge Olympics with the robots here, and we're playing today a non-best hand imp tournament. We've played 2 best hand tournaments, or challenges, excuse me, for 4 boards. We played best hand match points, best hand imps, and we won one and we tied one. And now we're playing non-best hand imps. We're getting a nice payoff right away with this really common concept that we see on board 1. And we're not going to see this in a best hand tournament because we're in the spot of responder here with not a very good hand, right? We have a 9 count, but we have spades. And when the auction starts, specifically 1 of a minor, 1 heart overcall. It has to be specifically this: 1 club, 1 heart, 1 diamond, 1 heart. We, in fact, have 2 ways to show spades. We can double and we can bid 1 spade. So as greedy rich players, we don't like to have the same bid mean the same thing. So we just use a simple little agreement here. Double will show exactly 4 spades, and that's the bid we're going to make here, and it shows 6+ points. The bid of 1 spade will show 5+ spades. All right, so double is exactly 4, can't be any more than that, and 1 spade would be 5 or more. So here we double, and we'll see if we find any sort of fit. We did not right away, and it looks like left-hand opponent is bidding a new suit. Interesting. This is one of these hands that looks like it's split between both sides. We did not find a spade fit. Partner would have raised spades right away. We also don't have any idea of a club fit. In fact, we're not likely to necessarily have one of these because partner opened 3+ in that club suit. They didn't find a heart fit, so partner may have some hearts. So here, it's fine to just sit back and defend. And again, we're playing imps, folks. So in imps in general, we are going to look for situations where we want to compete, right, when it's right. And when we have bids to make, that makes sense, law of total tricks type things and so on and so forth. But here, when we see a hand that they may not have a fit in, there's no real need to compete, even in a match point situation, but especially in imps, we just don't want to compete. Here, I'm going to discourage clubs because I can't over rough dummy. I don't dislike clubs. My partner has ace king over there because the robots lead king from ace king. But I want to get a diamond on the table to start getting rid of that, so maybe we can get more than 1 club here. This is a tough play. It looks like left-hand opponent has the queen of spades. Can they have, what does our partner have? Our partner could have 4 spades. They did not leave the deuce, though, so I'm going to play the 9. This is more of like a duck than anything else. I'm not expecting to win that. Let's hope they can't get over there quickly. They can't necessarily. All right, good. They're going to draw trump themselves. We don't mind that. Partner is doing the smart thing. We're going to win this. All right. We're going to cash a diamond. Not necessarily the best thing, but now hopefully we get to play a club. Okay, they were just short in clubs on both sides, so we had a 9-card club fit. All right. Wow. Left-hand opponent had spades. All right, so here, going minus isn't the worst thing. What could we have done differently? I don't see too much. And hang on a second. It takes a moment for this to just populate. Our partner could have rebid their club suit, but they weren't able to at the 2 level because of that 2 diamond bid. So here, they've kind of taken us past our limit when they bid 2 diamonds, and there's nothing we're really going to do. Obviously, clubs would be a great spot, but as the South player, we can't possibly know what's happening over here. So at this point, could we have done anything to beat this? I doubt it. Yeah, it looks like they're just destined for +1 here. All right, folks, let's go back and look at board number 2 and see if we have anything to do here. Ooh, this is a nice overcall situation. At the 1 level, we have so much flexibility. When we have reasonable suits, even when we're vulnerable like we are in this hand, this is enough to make an overcall with. 1 level overcalls, the kind of normal standard range for that is like a good 7 to 17. Very wide ranging. We overcall for a number of reasons, the main ones being lead direction, and it might just be our hand sometimes. Here, this is more of that lead direction spot. And look at this, a diamond, a spade, double, which actually shows hearts, right? And partner bids 3 hearts, which looks like it's natural and strong. Interesting. I've never seen this from the robots. So what it sounds like is East is void in hearts. That's what this auction sounds like. So, because take a look, this double is absolutely at least 4 cards in the heart suit, and partner is advertising 6 cards in the heart suit, and 14 plus total points, and it's forcing. I mean, okay, I guess I just bid 4 hearts if I have to. This is some wacky hand that partner has over there. It's not even that wacky. What the heck are they doing? Really weird. At least we know how to play hearts, right? We are not super likely to be making this, I think, unless I mean, we need the king of clubs to be on side, which doesn't seem super likely. Might as well take advantage of that if it's happening now. It's not. And there's the diamond play. Okay. And at this point, it's time to probably, yeah, we can just pop this over to the queen. Actually, under roughed. That's funny. We're kind of confident we're taking this finesse for all of those hearts over there. And now I can just claim down one. I wish I passed 3 hearts. It's hard to pass 3 hearts when partner says it's forcing. So can we go back and look at this? I don't know what's going to happen at the other table. I can't imagine them not overcalling 1 spade with this hand. So I presume they'll have the same auction, and if the robots take this as forcing as well, they have to bid something, and 4 hearts makes sense. I mean, what do we do as that player? 1 diamond, 1 spade, double. You have a lot of options. 3 hearts is the one I would never consider. so this is a time where left-hand opponent doesn't just have to have 4 hearts. In fact, left-hand opponent could have a lot more hearts because they certainly rate to have weakness with an opening bid here and partner overcalling. This hand knows that West doesn't have much, right? So I just don't love this bid, but I guess that's the robot challenge. We're playing with the same parameters that they are at the other table, so hopefully this is just chopping action again on that board. Look at this one. 12 points. Partner's not a passed hand. If partner was a passed hand, we have kind of more flexibility here. When I see this, I'm just going to open 1 heart. I'm a little worried about them finding a spade fit, but I'm very happy partner gets in there. 2 clubs. Yeah, I don't want to bid 4 hearts. I'm going to take a slow roll here. And here, if this is wrong, it's wrong. It's not, though. Look at this. We just have 3 diamond losers and 2 club losers, so it's a pretty good start for us. Do we want to take a chance in spades is the question. I don't think so. We're just going to take our tricks on this one. No need to get any... We'll try to have the opponents give us a help. How about that, right? So there's our heart suit splitting. And what I mean by having the opponents give us a little bit of help is maybe just breaking diamonds right now. I know I have 5 losers on this hand. Luckily, I'm only in 2. But if the opponents are willing to help us, which in that exchange it looked like they were, but here now we have to see, are they going to cash their clubs or this? They're giving us a choice right now that we can't take. Right? I would love to be able to have made this choice after setting up that diamond suit over there. But unfortunately, they didn't allow us to do that, and I'm not willing to lose another trick. Even though, take a look, folks, this king of spades, if I had taken a finesse, I was going to take an over trick. However, what contract are we playing in, or what type of scoring are we playing in? We're playing in imps. So that risk for me was not worth it at all, right? Even though I could have taken 1 extra trick. Remember, that's 1 imp. That's 1 imp. Even in this short, in the short board format, only 4 boards, it might be worthwhile. But going minus when you're destined to go plus. Here I know I can take 8 tricks and 2 hearts. I do not want to give myself an opportunity to take only 7. And if we transport the king of spades over to this hand, we now can see that, okay, this is a time where if it's wrong, in the odd time that it might be, maybe they doubled a little light over here. Who knows? Just odd reasons could happen and pop up at any time. You know you're going plus 110 unless you take this finesse, and you might go plus 140. But the other times you're going minus, right? Don't risk it. Take your plus score. In match points, it's a different animal because now that extra trick is super meaningful. Right, so here in imps, you're not mining for extra tricks when there's even minute risk. Whereas in match points, you'll take a healthy amount of risk for an extra trick if you think it's worth your while. So here on the last chance to excel in this set, 1 diamond pass to us, easy 1 spade response. Right, we're just going to show 6 plus. Partner bids a no trump. Boom. We're done, right? Oh, and then they balance with 2 hearts. Look at this. Interesting. We have a 9 count. Our partner opened in second seat and showed like 12 to 14 balanced. What's double by us? It shows it's penalty-ish. That's too bad. I kind of want partner to bid again, but I'm not willing to go to the 3 level in any of these suits, and I certainly don't want to double 2 hearts if we're not beating it. It's another imp format. We're just going to try to go plus in 2 hearts. Looks like they found a pretty decent heart fit. All right. Well, I'm glad we're not playing no trump. The opponents had a 9-card heart fit, it looks like, and they had all of the top winners of that suit. Who wants to be on lead? I think I do. I'm going to take this 8 of diamonds. I'm going to put the queen of clubs on the table. There we go. Hopefully we've developed more than one trick there. Don't know why partner wants to lead a diamond, but we'll trust him. Here, just low. Second hand low. And if you can, you want to play these relatively smoothly, right? Notice I kind of like to practice this with the robots. Partner leads the 9 of clubs. That means they don't have the 10 of clubs over there, folks. So we're going to hop up with this jack. We should know that the 10 of clubs isn't there, so we can anyway cash this king of spades safely if it's going. And if it's not, we don't care if they rough this, right? Now we can pitch. What do we pitch? We can pitch a diamond here. And, of course, there goes a spade. And did partner have the 10 of clubs? No, they did not. We would much prefer to have led clubs from their hand, but they weren't ever going to do that. Or just not lead. You know, with the queen jack of clubs being on the right here and the fact that I led it, it's obvious how they can play this. Let's see what the result is. How'd we do? Give us the score, robots. All right. Tie ball game, folks. Look at this. Almost the exact duplicate of results. Look at board 2, though. Board 2 is a little bit different because they were in 2 diamonds in the east their way. They let them play that, and we played like 4 hearts, right? So I'm wondering, I guess they didn't overcall on this hand. Let's take a look. So yeah, here's what we did. We overcalled the spade, and I'm just always going to overcall the spade in this hand. I love my suit, right? I want that suit led, especially if the opponents find their way to no trump or something like that. I just want to start setting up tricks in this suit, and that's why I'm in there. If the suit was bad, I would not overcall. And let me draw a nice line for everybody. Those of you that have taken lessons from me before have heard this, I'm sure. We overcall with good hands always, even if we have a bad suit. If we have a full opening hand, we have a suit to bid at the 1 level especially, it's okay to get in there because you have a good hand. So a good hand and a bad suit is okay. A bad hand and a good suit, which is this situation we're looking at right here, is also all systems go, especially at the 1 level. So really good suit, bad hand. If you're not preempting, you can still come in at the 1 level because it's a nice lead directing bid. Bad suit, bad hand, avoid at all costs, right? So if I take this ace of spades and I distribute those 4 points into diamonds, hearts, and clubs, I'm just never in this auction, right? Because I'm defeating the purpose. I'm so unlikely to be playing the hand with my minuscule values that my bid is more lead directing, or it should be in that case. And if you're leading my worst suit, I'm not really doing my job very well. So I like the 1 spade overcall, but let's just take a look at what the robots did differently. They decided to pass, and now they just had a normal auction to 2 diamonds, which made 3. And we were in 4 hearts down 1 for only minus 100. So this was average, folks. This is in a match point scoring situation. We would have lost this board, right? We would have gotten a 0 and they would have gotten 100 because they, in fact, scored 10 points more than we did on this board. So in match points, destruction. In imps, tie game, right? Even a 10-point difference is a tie. So this is just proof of how imps is so much more forgiving. And really, look at this. If I just pass 3 hearts, we crush this board, right? Or we go plus 140 instead of minus at their own table. So that would be a nice swing for us. So I'm a little upset that we didn't pass 3 hearts and get a clear win on this one, but it's hard to pass. And remember, in this non-best hand tournament, we don't have that knowledge of, hey, partner has this as their limit. Here, partner can have a massive hand. So we'll be on the lookout for this in the last one, and that is we're still undefeated, folks. We have won 1 and tied 2, so we have 2 total points. We can't lose the Challenge Olympics, which is good. That's a lot of pressure off my head. We have 1 more to go. Let's see if we can remain undefeated throughout this Challenge Olympics week. And I think I'm going to do another version of this next week because we have a short week as well with the holiday on Monday. So thanks a lot for watching, folks, and I will see you tomorrow for another Challenge Olympics. And here, I mean, if we're playing non-best hand like this, I'll take a tie, right? I'll take a tie in these times here, even with 1 variance in the result. The rest was all just normal stuff. All right, folks, I'll see you next time.